It's chat time with Chunk and Cucumber and your host, Dino.
Here, I'm just gonna scooch in here.
Come on, scooch on in.
I'm good.
Dino. I made it.
Hi!
Hi, Extract. We're all great. How are you?
It felt different. Welcome to Chat Time.
Welcome.
My name is Dino. I'm your host as always. And of course with me is Chunk and Cucumber.
Greetings.
And
Hello.
Cucumber.
Good morning. Hello.
Hi.
Thanks for squeezing in here with us. What's up?
This morning we have...
Why are you screaming? What's going on? Fucking breathe,
I
man.
had a half a coffee and I woke up early, so I'm good. We have Melissa Simmons with us today.
Hello.
You look so much bigger when the camera's so close.
Thank you.
You do look a little bigger.
That's definitely what she said.
It's all about angles.
There it is.
I'm uncomfortable. Melissa is an actress, voice actress, nerd, podcaster, all kinds of things, and we're gonna get to know Melissa very well, hopefully, soon. But before we do, let's get into our first segment of the day.
Yes.
But how do you feel? You're staring at me for a while. For those of you that are new, I don't have the chat open. For those of you that are new, good morning. We're gonna get there. It's fine. I don't remember how to get there.
I like your dinosaur shirt while Dino fumbles.
Oh, thank
Yes.
you.
It's a good shirt.
Thank you. You know,
I got it.
I
Your name
wanted.
again.
I
What's
wanted
your
to.
favorite dinosaur? We had a paleontologist on not too long
Oh, really?
ago.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with a Triceratops.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's a classic. And truly a dinosaur.
We
because a lot of the ones that we thought were
Really
dinosaurs are not dinosaurs.
interesting.
Yes. Is it pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl's not a
They're
dinosaur.
or
Yeah, I believe that was one of them.
They're flying
and all of
reptiles,
the
yeah,
water
they're
ones
flying
are not
reptiles.
dinosaurs either.
yeah, because they have to have their legs have to be positioned in a certain way, and they have to be land
Got it.
dinosaurs. There can also be flying dinosaurs, but they're still their like sockets have to be their like limbs have to be.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think I just always like Triceratops, Sarah from Land Before Time.
Cute.
You love sadness. That whole movie.
Yeah, right?
Ugh.
They just really went for it in the early 90s animateds. They were like,
Yep.
you all need to feel
Wait for the
things,
jugular.
please.
I have my backup just in case. Anyways, but how do you feel? Hey, welcome back.
Oh.
Good.
But how do you feel? For those of you that are new, now that I know what I'm doing, is where we describe how we're feeling using a certain category. And tomorrow is National Waffle Day.
What's
So what
today,
are we
though?
doing today?
Today is chocolate covered raisin day.
Let's do that.
Oh,
Let's do that.
Yeah.
What kind of chocolate covered raisin do you want to be?
I don't know, I'm just kidding. Just
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. You're right. You were right to make this choice. It just sounded weird.
Anyways, this is why I make up the content.
Yeah,
here.
it's probably a good idea not to always yes hand me. Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying.
If I yes and everything you do, then it's gonna be a weird
it's
show.
never good
So for Waffle Day, yes, Charlie and I go waffles. For Waffle Day, we're gonna describe what toppings are on our waffles, or what kind of waffles we're gonna have.
Toppings are on our waffles.
Or-
Like euphemismically?
What?
What?
Medicinally?
Euphemismically? Is that a word?
Euphemistically?
Euphemistically, that's the word I'm looking for.
I'm still not sure it's a word, but that at
It
least
feels
makes
like
more
one.
sense.
I
Could
like
be
it
now.
kind of.
Euphemistically.
Euphemistically.
Why would it be a euphemism?
That's a fortune teller who tells a lot of dirty jokes.
It kind of sounds like a drag name.
Would you like to
too.
look into my crystal balls? I want that to be an NPC in a campaign somewhere. Is the euphemistic?
Euphemistic.
I'm gonna work that in somewhere. But yeah, so what kind of toppings are on your waffles? Not euphemistically.
Okay.
Just
Real.
I
just
got it.
waffles.
I'm
Yes.
ready.
Go for it.
Mine would be a lembas bread waffle.
Oh.
It would be drizzled in a syrup made from the old man willow water, like a little creek that runs by him. So it'd be nice and
Okay.
sweet. It would help me grow because I want to be a little taller. And basically, I'm just picking Lord of the Rings because y'all were fucking cowards. And that was waffles.
I was like,
Did you,
there we
you mean
are.
llama bread? Is that what you were saying?
Lembas. One
Limbus.
small bite can fill the stomach of
Not
a
llama bread.
grown
That's what the
man.
movie
All
said.
right, well then I will go along with your Middle Earth
Hell yeah.
moment,
Okay,
and
okay.
I will do
Strawberries
a
with cream.
potato
Oh, potato
waffle.
waffle.
Yeah, Hobbit waffles. I'll do a potato waffle.
Thanks for the sub, Death Side.
Yeah, we'll do some like berries and nuts and definitely a drizzle of something on there.
A drizzle of something.
Drizzle.
Mysterious
something.
drizzle.
Okay.
Yes.
Just we don't know what it is,
You,
but it's
you
on there.
can't you
It's a
can't
Morgul
ask too many
drizzle. You can only
questions
see
about
it when
it.
you have the ring on.
Right. Oh, I like that. I like that. One waffle to rule them all.
Waffle to rule them all. Oh no. Blarda Blarney says perception check next week. You will meet the euphemistic. Oh God.
Don't tell Ryan until then.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Make him sweat. Thanks for the sub, Supernaturally 88.
Yeah.
39 months in a row. Wow.
Wow.
Let me think. I think for my waffles, I'm gonna go with the Belgian, like the really thick, like with the deep pockets, and I'm gonna do. I like strawberries, like fresh
Strawberries with
strawberries.
cream.
Not cream, lactose.
Ew.
Just like the sugary, like syrupy kind of strawberries. You know what I mean?
Oh, like pie filling?
No, but like fresh, not like the canned
So
stuff. Like
fresh
sugar and
strawberries mixed with sugar.
Mixed with
that's it.
fluorescent syrup.
Exactly. Yes. And then strawberries with I want like pecans. I'm feeling like kind of like the best of both worlds kind of thing.
Like a candied pecan or like a toasted pecan?
2 toasted pecans.
Toast.
Okay.
It's not candy. The strawberries are sweet.
Strawberries
It's
too much. Yeah.
The pecans on there, some like powdered sugar.
Oh.
And like a oh God.
Yeah.
What do I want? Like a Nutella drizzle.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I want. That's what I
Warm
want.
it up in your hands and squeeze it right on there. Just
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
That's the way he does his waffles.
That's how you get waffles, right? You go to the waffle. Oh, thank you for the Nutella. That's great. Here, I'll take care
I've
of
been
this.
thinking about this potato waffle, and it sounds delicious. Cause I'm thinking of like a fried potato taco or like a potato
Yeah.
pancake. Potato waffle has some serious potential.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen
Yeah,
a
good job.
TikTok video of somebody doing like hash browns in a waffle iron.
Oh, holy shit!
So that could be it.
My God.
That could be
That sounds really
it.
good. Oh, what about you, John?
Chunk.
I feel like I had a nice bright morning. I felt good, so I think I'm gonna have like just regular pancakes.
Okay.
I'm gonna cover them, and my grandma used to make
The task was waffles.
It's waffles.
waffles, regular waffles, regular waffles.
Good.
And my grandma used to make this like syrup, like it was like a lime.
Ooh.
It was almost like a tea.
Oh.
And my grandma used to make it. It was really good. I don't know how to make it again. I asked my mom if she knows how to make
Yeah.
it. And yeah, it's really good. It's just bright and happy, and so I feel good.
I like those like family
Refreshing
recipes. I don't know if any of you have, any of you in the chat have older relatives that speak a different language and like write in a different language. My grandma's Italian. We're all Italian, but my grandma only wrote and spoke
She
in Italian.
writes in hieroglyphics.
Only
It's damn distinct.
Well, she basically does. She writes words that are neither English nor Italian.
Great to hear. 25 bucks for the beard fund.
Yeah.
There's currently a fund. It says support the studio, but we said if we got to, what was it again? I don't remember.
1,000 and
I think the 1,000, I would like shave my
You
beard
shave
on camera.
on-
Yeah. Which I'll totally do. Thank you, Gracie. But she wrote. So I was reading a recipe for cookies. So they're biscotti, the classic biscotti.
Say
but
it again.
Biscotti.
Yeah.
But which just means cookie. So if you go to Italy and ask for biscotti, it just means cookie. You have to ask for a certain kind of cookie. So the certain kind of cookie was just the one we know as biscotti here in America. But where my mom was looking for my grandma's recipe, and on it, she was like, see if you can read the ingredients. I was like, okay. And some of it were Italian words I can get, and some of them were were English words, but there were some that were neither. Like instead of cup, she didn't write the word for cup in Italian, nor did she write cups in English.
Okay.
She wrote for cappi, C-A-P-P-I, because that's how she says it. So she wrote it that way.
Cute.
And then she asked for 4 teaspoons of Becchipaura, pronounced Becky Paura.
That's so cute.
I was laughing so hard as that she could have written the word in Italian, which is a different word, granted, but still.
Yeah.
But she chose to write phonetically.
I love
Becky
the
Paura.
That's so great
reminded
though,
me.
because you have that forever now, and when you read it, it sounds like the way your grandmother spoke. So that's
And then
that's
on
special.
the top of the page has my mom's cell phone number written down on it.
Just in case.
Because that was what was lying around.
Sure.
Babyface Dino. Yeah, it's true. I do look a lot younger without my beard. And you can make that happen.
Do it.
It helps the studio.
You know it has a handle, right?
What?
Nothing.
Muffin.
Muffin?
No,
No, waffles. God damn it.
Mug.
Oh, I don't know. I like
He's warming his. It's a hand warmer as well.
Like an
The
adult.
handle.
Yeah.
like an adult. Being an adult means I can do whatever I want with it. I don't have to follow the rules.
Adults have responsibilities,
Yeah.
Dino.
It's not that. It's a responsibility.
You gotta get a handle on the responsibility.
You know what? Everything else in my life tells me what to do. I want to hold the dang mug the way I want to. Okay.
Get a cup.
What?
I'm gonna
Small
get you a cup.
victories.
And what's the difference? Pretend it's not there.
I'm gonna take no, because I'm looking at it and there's your food in your mouth. It's real close to me.
Just,
Fine.
just.
I'm just gonna find ways to drink this that'll make them upset. All right. Anyways, next
Underneath?
segment. Yeah.
From the handle side.
I can't even.
Just the most uncomfortable.
How's that chunk?
Upside down, like you have hiccups.
John Breezy
Did y'all
says,
ever do that?
says you wanted Eggo waffles because they're low effort and it's aight.
Yeah, it's a high.
Hey,
That's fair.
Eggo waffles can get it done.
I do like Eggo waffles.
Peanut butter on there.
I'll even buy the generic brand, not even the Eggo ones.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, generic
cheap-
gluten-free brand for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Charlie Necker said nobody picked waffle cones with ice cream. That's fair. I guess that could have worked.
That's a
I like it.
waffle.
Candy ice cream.
Charlie says handles are for losers. Exactly. Thank you.
You still have
Still
a
have
handle.
a handle, yeah.
No, you're not using
It's
it.
still there.
That's fair.
So that makes you twice a loser. If you have a handle, you refuse to use it.
It's a power play. You see, I'm acknowledging that
I don't think you know.
Yeah, if you're in a board meeting, all they're gonna think is, this motherfucker doesn't know how to use a mug.
Yeah, they're gonna think, wow, he doesn't follow the rules. He's dangerous.
He's innovative.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna change this company for the better.
Unlikely, but sure.
Shut up. Anyways, Alyssa's here.
Yay!
Yay! Alyssa, who are you? What do you do?
am I?
I'm still. Who are you? What do you do? What is when is the last time you looked at the sunset? And how many woodchucks have chucked in their lifetime?
All right, okay. First of all, who am I?
Yes.
I'm Melissa Simmons. That's who I am. That's my name. As a person, I'm alive. I'm breathing at the moment.
Accurate. I can attest to that. Yes.
Feeling good. I'm training for a marathon.
Ooh.
So
what?
doing lots of running. Yeah, lots of running.
It's good for you.
What I do, I am an actor and a singer, and I do that on stage and voiceover work as well. Hey. And when was the last time that a podcaster. I'm a podcaster too. Yes. When was the last time I saw a sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was last week.
Oh.
Yeah, I was it wasn't like a super romantic moment particularly, but I was just walking out of I was walking out of work
Roll down
and it
your
was
window.
like
Fuck off, son!
yeah. You're rude.
Time is over, old man!
I don't work for you anymore.
I don't need your handles. Sorry.
It's just a handle bottle always. And yeah, I just walked out of work and it had been really hot, so it was furious about the mug stuff.
He is.
It's
He
okay.
spit in it. Rude. She'll drink it.
Is it chilly?
It's a natural sweetener.
So that was the last sunset that I saw, to my knowledge. And
Nice.
the woodchuck question?
Yeah, how many woodchucks have chucked?
woodchucks have chucked? How many woodchucks have chucked?
Yeah, if they would.
If they would. And they would. I will say 244,000.
244,000.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's the question since the dawn of time.
I just picked.
Hold on.
All right, let's see.
So close. Anyways.
You didn't even unlock that.
He just looked at a blank screen. He looked at his lock screen.
There is a question for you in the chat, which is Art of Blarney asks, what is your vocal range?
I'm thinking soprano too. That's actually pretty dead on. I can sing alto or soprano.
Mezzo.
So, I think that I actually don't know what my bottom note is. It sort of depends.
Let's find out.
On today's episode.
That's where we're gonna go in the morning. But soprano too is a good.
Yeah. Nice. That sounds like a great morning show name. Fuck off, Sunset.
Charlie Necker says chunk spit must taste like sarcastic blueberries.
Taste test, please.
Yes.
Taste test.
Well, it's with the coffee, so.
Okay.
Oh, I could give you some directly.
So
Okay, let's not do that today.
weirdly riled morning we're having.
Fuck off, Sunset. So what got you into acting in the first place?
My folks are in the industry. My dad is a writer and music director, and my mom is a choreographer director.
Oh, that's right. You're the Simmons.
Yes,
Yeah, we both work with all of your family.
I know all your family. You're the last one I didn't know.
Now the set is complete.
I know that they wished that I would probably become not what I am, but there's no choice in the matter.
It's in the heart.
So I think that for me, I was really bit by the bug when I was like 11 or 12.
So you gotta get your shots.
I got my shots, so luckily everything was fine. And I did a production of The Wizard of Oz, and I played the Wicked Witch.
Nice.
And I was like, this is the tits. This is it.
This is it.
I hope it was like an elementary school play.
It was, yeah.
This is the tits.
This is the tits.
Great, honey. Let's talk.
They're immediately like, don't say that. Get off the stage.
This is why we didn't want you to be an actress.
And so I then started really studying, taking voice lessons and acting classes, and then went to college for it, which is always a weird, special decision to do.
Yeah, it is.
Pepper that says I can.
Right? It says that you underwent some weird emotional experiment for 4 years.
That can only be used in very specific ways.
Right. So if at 9:00 in the morning you need me to cry and act like I'm being beat by a witch or something, I can do that.
Witch's tip.
Exactly. It's very specialized skills.
Right. Yeah.
Universal, really.
Yeah.
College, weird special decision. Accurate. Absolutely accurate. It's a gamble that you make when you're 18 saying, I think I'm going to do that for the rest of my life.
Yep.
And it always works out.
It was such a desperate.
Born out of decades of.
It's fine. No, it's a good choice.
It's fine.
It's a good choice. I love that I did that.
I love my work.
When I was 18, I was like, I'm going to be a choral teacher for sure. Of course I am. I'm going to study music education.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing now.
That's
I taste the blueberries, actually.
Oh,
yeah,
they're in there? Just a hint?
Just a little bit.
Again with the euphemistically things.
Yeah, the euphemistic.
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 Yeah, Miss Tickly, she's the
camera
next
today.
tent
The
over.
euphemistic.
Oh, there you are. Sorry.
Thank you. We'll check in later.
She said something that was vaguely inappropriate, but I'm not sure. So you got the bug at a young age. What? And you went to school. Where did you go to school for it?
I went to Brigham Young University.
What?
I did.
Utah, right?
Utah.
Nice.
Tall.
I I did. That was also a weird special decision.
Apple beer for days.
Was there a reason why BYU was your choice?
There is, they have a good musical theater program, but mainly there's a performing group there that actually my parents were in, and that's how they met.
Oh,
Nice.
And I went specifically to hopefully be in this performing group. The school pays for the students to tour all over the world in this group. So I, as a 20-year-old, got to go sing and dance in Australia for a month or two, and then the following year it was the fry sauce, right? Yeah, you know what's up, Annie, Benji. Yeah, the fry sauce is bomb. It's real. That's real.
What's in the fry sauce?
Fry sauce is basically just like a Thousand Island adjacent dipping sauce. So it's like mayo, ketchup, sometimes like horseradish or relish.
you lost me at horseradish.
They only sell it at your school.
It's not always. It's just like a very big like Utah thing. Yeah. So
That and
at
apple beer,
every
that's all I know.
yeah, and every like fast food place, it'll be like, fry sauce is just like part of the regular
of the
condiment
meal.
life.
Yeah, get it in a bagel.
Yeah, it's tasty.
Okay. So you got to go to Australia.
I got to travel a bunch. Things got a little complicated when I was like needing to come out of the closet while I was there.
I can imagine.
So
place to do
that
that.
was tricky, but made for some good stories. Made for some. Certainly, I grew up in a very concentrated period of time and had to kind of figure out was Brigham Young the tits. In some ways, yes. And I love that his name is with the tits. That's my favorite part of the sentence. Brigham Young is a person, not the tits. That I feel confident in saying.
Oh my God. So you went from BYU studying theater. What was your next step after Utah? Did you come back here?
I did, yeah. I came out here and worked in regional theater for a while and just worked basically where I could work. Went and worked at Tokyo Disney for a while. Nice. And just, all those.
Did you learn any Japanese?
A little bit.
What's your favorite phrase to say in Japanese?
I think it's just good morning.
How do you say it?
Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu.
Ohio gozaimasu. Nice.
My favorite is oishi desu ka?
Yeah, oishi. Is it delicious?
Oh.
Just oishi means good, and then deska is like, do you like it? And
Oh, is it delicious?
Yeah, it's delicious.
I like using that phrase in things that's not food. Just
That's great.
one of my favorite phrases to say in another language, I'm probably going to mess it up, but my friend Perry, who's now living in Utah, actually, in Provo, but he taught me how to say in Armenian, yes met chamichem. I think that's how you say it.
Okay, what does it mean?
I'm a big raisin.
And we're back to raisins. It's National Raisin Day. Raisins!
Chocolate covered raisin day. Do they sell alcohol or coffee at all at BYU?
Certainly not. No.
Certainly not.
Oh my God, no coffee.
I mean, like alcohol and coffee, like off campus, obviously, but not on campus.
That's...
No. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But you're students.
I know.
How do you live?
I
Just
would.
by the Lord and Spirit.
So I can only imagine.
It didn't help.
It didn't help.
They said it would work. It turns out.
They said it's gonna work, and it didn't. Not at all. Not at all. If I was in that area, I would absolutely open up a coffee shop that sells alcohol right across the street from
That would
campus.
be perfect.
Yeah. Boozy brews.
I mean, there
Boozy
were
Brews.
certainly students that like still drank alcohol and coffee,
Oh, yeah.
even though they weren't supposed to. But
The whole smuggling ring.
there's the whole underground.
That's a movie.
Underground.
Let's make that.
There,
That sounds good.
yeah, the underground of BYU is certainly interesting.
I can imagine. I feel like
but
religious schools always have that. Even like high school, there's always like the
absolutely.
underground.
Yeah, there's like a weird human thing that happens, I think, no matter even if you have decided to go there, where it's like, if someone tells you enough times not to do something, you're
gonna do it so hard.
You're gonna do it.
You're gonna want to do it. Yeah.
You're gonna do it.
Cucumber is a good
With
example.
gusto.
With gusto, exactly. And you were in Newark for a bit. You were telling me the other day.
Yes, I lived in New York on and off for, I think, technically like 2.5, 3 years was about the time. Yeah, so
University.
Love it.
Nailed it, Charlie.
Yeah, lived in New York, auditioned, but mostly found like my improv people in New York, which was really the happiest part of the city for me, was getting to take class and perform with Upright Citizens Brigade.
Yeah, you
so,
should be.
so
I did Second City, but you
did Second City. It's okay.
That's what everyone says.
That's all right.
Oh, child.
It's okay.
That's all right. No, I think that honestly, Second City is amazing, and so I was Groundlings, so is UCB. They all have their different strengths for sure.
They're the popular ones for a reason, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what was how did shifting from like studying like theater and stuff at BYU to focusing on like improv in New York, like what was that shift like, and how did that affect your career?
I think the biggest thing for me is like New York. It just should be studied, truly. But I mean, I went there really kind of, I knew who I was. I knew like what my strengths were. And to be honest, the fact that I consider myself a versatile performer was not helpful for me in New York. They wanted, as far as like theater goes, they wanted to be able to like put me into like an exact little box, and I was like, oh no. I've been in like little boxes my whole life, so I don't need to be in little boxes. And so that was like tricky and frustrating for me, but I'd been playing improv. Like I did short form in high school, and I played long form in college, and it was always sort of something that I like went back to, because I was like, oh, this feels good. Like I love how just creative the whole process is, so for me, I was just like, even if I am going to be living in New York and auditioning and stuff, I need to be responsible for my own creativity. Sure. And for me, that means like being in class and being with creative improv people and playing with them. So, awesome. So went and did that. And
were there any when you performed out in New York, was like one theater that you all performed at, or did you like?
When I was there, both of their theaters were still operating. Oh, cool. They had their Chelsea location and their Lower East Side theater, which I believe that both of them have closed now, which is like super sad. I think the school obviously still exists, but the theaters are no more, which is really such a bummer. Most of the performing I did, because I played on like indie teams, was at the Lower East Side place, their little theater there.
Where were you living when you were out there? Were you nearby that theater? Or?
Not particularly. I lived all over the place. I lived in Washington Heights for a little while, but the bulk of my time there was in Hell's Kitchen. I lived in right in Midtown.
Right next to Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Matt Murdock.
That was his hood.
His hood. I'm also excited that they're maybe rebooting Daredevil.
It seems to be
with Charlie Cox, right?
Still with Charlie Cox. Yeah. Seems to be the buzz.
Good. He was the best of them, I think.
Yes. Oh yeah, he's so good.
Oh my god. Was anybody else really annoyed with Danny Rand?
Yes, God.
Okay.
Jesus,
he was like the worst parts of Luke Skywalker in a superhero,
but with less personality somehow. Like
just
Jesus
like turned all the way down.
Yeah. Oh man, he was just so annoying.
It was even worse than Arrow. That was the thing, because they basically have the same life. And Arrow was better.
They do.
They do.
Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I watched them all, but every time I was watching Iron Fist, I was just like,
I think that's the thing. Like Daredevil's still good. What needs a reboot is Iron Fist.
Yes.
Yeah. I also want to see more Luke Cage.
Hell
I loved
Luke Cage was dope.
Fucking loved Luke Cage.
You know what was?
Oh man, you gotta watch them.
Iron Fist. The music is great. Music is great in Iron Fist, but everything else.
That's fair. Yeah.
Oh, and Connie Wing, she was good.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Yeah.
It was just Danny Rand that I didn't I really didn't like Danny Rand that much. Danny wasn't Iron Fist yet, even though he thought he was.
No, he was wallpaper that moved.
Yeah. It's true. Everything else in the show was more interesting than him.
Oh, poor guy.
He did it. It's not his fault. It was the writing and everything.
I mean, also reports say he didn't practice his fight scenes, and it showed.
Oh.
Well,
In that case, yeah, that's your fault. But sorry.
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I liked Jessica Jones was good too.
Yep, I like Jessica Jones a lot.
Iron Fist was the only one that I was like, I don't really like this at all.
The thing is, I finished the second season, but I still feel like I haven't because I don't remember it. It just
Iron Fist?
wasn't. Yeah,
That's impressive that
'Cause I
you,
went
you
back and
still
was like, oh, I
committed
should
to
finish
it.
this. And I was like,
I
haven't
only did the
watched
first season.
Yeah,
was
I don't-
like,
Second
okay.
season was better.
It
I will
was?
say, but
Okay,
it was. I mean, it
alright.
still wasn't great, but it was better.
Yeah.
It was a little bit better. You haven't watched any of these? None of them?
Bits and pieces of
And just
Mm.
Daredevil?
Just mostly Daredevil and bits of. I watched some of Jessica Jones, nothing of Luke Cage, and nothing of her.
Dude, first 2 seasons of Luke Cage are real solid.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
good.
they're fun.
It's
Third
cool.
is still really cool too.
Yeah, there's a lot of heart in Luke Cage. It's a lot of like community building up kind of thing and stuff, like fighting for your community rather than just fighting the bad guy or for yourself. So it feels a
Marshall
little bit
Ali
more.
just talking.
Yeah.
Listen to
Oh
him
man,
talk
so
all day.
good. The whole cast is freaking
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's very good.
Also the Punisher. The Punisher was good too.
I didn't finish it.
I did like it. What's his name that played him?
Oh, he's perfect.
Yeah, he's really good. He did a really good job of playing Frank. Anyways, sorry.
It's okay.
Nerd
Marvel
tangents.
tangent.
That's what we do. That's what we do. But speaking of nerd tangents, you're a co-host of Inside the Tauntaun.
I am.
Yeah, we had a.
Yes. Climb on in that tauntaun together once a week
Cuddle puddle.
Cuddle puddle. Ew.
in the guts.
Stress on the
gut.
puddle.
Gut puddle.
It's nice and lukewarm in
It
there.
is lukewarm in there.
You like the punchline without the setup? That's great.
It worked.
It worked. Y'all know the joke. It's fine. But we had Daniel Dawson on the show.
Yes.
The other host. What was that like? What was what did you all start it together or?
Yeah, so we've been my co-hosts are Daniel Dawson and another Dino, not this
not me.
one, Dino Nicandros. There's more than one. Yeah,
That's a cool name.
and yeah, we have been friends for years and had always kind of talked about possibly starting some form of nerdy podcast to just talk and research and geek out. And after we saw The Rise of Skywalker together in theaters, we were standing in the parking lot and we had so many thoughts. And we were like, well, the time is now, I guess. So, yeah, we started it, and ultimately at first we were just a Star Wars podcast. Just a Star Wars
Makes
podcast.
sense with the name.
But the three of us also love Marvel, and I'm a big comic reader, both Marvel and DC, and I was like, I want to talk about all the stuff. So we did like a slight rebrand about a year and a half ago. And so now we are a podcast in the multiverse of fandom. So it gives us a little bit more of an umbrella to just talk about all the stuff.
Anything.
And yeah, we're definitely going to, cover the Lord of the Rings series when that comes out. No.
I hope it's good because
I do too. I do too. That will be so sad.
It looks good so far. The images
Yeah.
at least.
comics question, real quick.
Okay.
Have you read Invincible?
No.
Yo.
I have heard
Yo.
that it
show's good.
is great.
There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can just end when you're done. I need more people who have read it. So I
Okay,
can talk
okay,
about
I'll read it. I'll read it so that next time we
Please,
talk.
bring somebody who's watched it because he won't shut up about it.
I've watched
The
the
show's
show.
great too. The show's great, but
Yeah.
the book is
But
better.
I've heard the books are just
Yeah.
awesome.
But
I
yeah,
categorically stop watching things that Cucumber becomes excited about.
Yeah.
just out of spite.
Won't watch Arcane.
Just so you can every single
It
day
won
when he
9
checks
Emmys, for
up,
fuck's
be
sake.
like, nope, still haven't read it.
Doesn't matter.
Still haven't watched it.
Don't have to talk about
Hey,
it.
more Rick Creeper.
Actually, speaking of podcasts, I'm gonna be on Rick and Menji's podcast, Creepcast, coming up soonish.
cool.
Next month we're recording. I don't know. But thanks for coming, guys. You guys are gonna hear a lot. Oh, you're just moving around.
There's no, don't worry about me.
It was just a stretch.
Host the show.
Nerd show that needs to be talked about and cursed until the end of time for what it did to the books, Wheel of Time.
You know, I couldn't even get into those books, to be honest.
I haven't read them.
I think the show is my
seen
only
the show.
bet.
Yeah.
That's so fucking slow. The books are just like, and the quilted shirt was very nice. And I'm like, Jesus fuck. I'm like, I grew up with Tolkien, and I'm like, I'm a patient reader.
Sure.
And
You're
I was
not.
like,
You're not.
Robert
But it was
Jordan
just too slow.
drinks some coffee.
Just like Dune, eh, Chunk? Actually, Chunk does like Dune.
I got
Did you like Dune?
Yeah.
Did you read?
Yeah.
Me too. I read before this last movie that came
Maybe on
out.
the show here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a whole book
Did-
club. I'm obsessed with Dune. I love
It's
Dune.
such a great book.
Have you kept reading?
I have. I'm on the second one right
Oh,
now.
good. Third is my favorite.
Okay, great.
Fourth is Jump the Shark, batshit crazy. And then the rest exist. They're fine.
The rest exist.
They're there.
They're there. They're there. It's fine. What are you hoping to do with the podcast? You just said you started recording video too.
Yes, we're doing video. We're multicasting now, so video on YouTube
Video.
and wherever you listen to podcasts, we're up in there.
Inside.
And we have really been busy with all of the Disney Plus stuff. That's
Sure,
really kept
sure.
us super busy. And as a podcast that we launched a month before COVID hit.
Oh.
So but it honestly has been such a great happy thing that we get to do with each other every
Did y'all
week.
submit for celebration?
We did.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll happen. They have
Yay.
they have a podcast stage
Oh, cool.
at Celebration. So that would be dope. But we submitted with a choose your own Star Wars adventure game. So we hopefully, that'd be super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had to refund my tickets for Star Wars Celebration because it's opening weekend of the Summer Stiff.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
For
not
Ghost Down Alive.
That's not gonna work.
Get sick for a couple days. They'll live.
You'll be fine. When is that? When's
I mean, now there's
It's
video documentation.
It's May 26th through 29th.
Memorial Day weekend.
Nah, I'm not going this year.
And you're not going?
Because then I gotta wait another 4 years or something for it to come back around.
And the hype is going to be like cray cray because Obi-Wan comes out, the first episode will have dropped the day
Yeah.
before.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. Although, gripe about this refunding Star Wars tickets, I asked them for a refund and they're like, sure, absolutely. It'll be processed May 4th or something like that, or May 6th. I was like, why does it take over a month to process?
It's gotta be
a
themed. They can
refund?
only refund you on Star
We
Wars
only
Day.
do one date. Do you understand?
Must be. Jesus Christ. I was like, it took forever to get, because they kept email. I was like, oh no, you have to email this person because they handle that. Okay, great. I emailed that person. No, you have to email that person. And then that person sent me back to the first one saying, because it's already processed, you have to go to I was like,
No, that's not it. Celebration.
I just want my money back because I can't go and I need
can't.
$300. So
300.
it was $150 per ticket.
Yeah,
Sorry, for both tickets
Yeah.
for one day.
Last
So
time.
two and two for 2 days were 300 total. $350 with fees and stuff, something like that. But I could use that money right now.
It's expensive. It's expensive to be a nerd these
It's
days.
expensive to be a nerd, and I'd rather not go to resale because though I probably would have to sell them cheaper anyways.
Yeah.
Ren Fair soon. says
Yes,
the creeper.
that is
Hopefully I will be
coming.
there. Just need.
I've never
Yes.
been to a Ren Fair.
Let's do it.
I would love to
delightful.
though.
Let's do
But
a
I-
Perception and Tauntaun meetup.
Yes, this
That'd be
is
fun.
good.
Costumes are required.
I'm down.
Yeah, doy.
Duh. I have like an Etsy favorite page of all the Ren Fair stuff that
I have an Amazon bundle of shit.
Amazon bundle of shit. Plus a costume. Anyways, so I think now's a good time to go into the segment that we like to call "Are We Funny Yet?" We have it ready. We did have it ready. Look at that. We're gonna play a game called Expert. It's an improv game where all of us are experts about something that you're going to tell us what it is. So we're going to get a topic from you that that the three of them are experts in, and I will be the judge of who is the true expert. One person will speak at a time about the topic, explaining everything they possibly can about said topic, while I time everything.
What if we didn't know this game was happening?
Well, you should have if you were listening.
If some of us had just opened our fucking ears, maybe.
He was busy.
He was busy.
There were cables.
You know how you're talking to everybody about getting started in the show?
Yeah.
I was doing everything else.
This is true.
That's very true. But it's okay because all you gotta do is talk about whatever it is.
Okay.
You know.
And we are the experts on
You are the
whatever
experts.
on whatever it is.
So one person at a time will speak. The goal is to be the last one standing. And how that happens is if you hear something that somebody else is saying that you think is wrong, you're going to interject, raising your hand and saying something, whatever you want to say. And then sure, we'll keep it that way.
Okay.
We'll do point of order. We'll do point of order. That's easy. Point of order. And then I will acknowledge you. You will tell me why they're wrong, or why you're right. And then I will acknowledge it if I think it's a good reason, I will give you the floor, and then you will take over talking about that topic. And the goal is to be the last one talking when the timer of 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes. Whoa. Okay.
Is that a lot? Should I do 1 minute?
Yeah, let's like up the stakes or
do
split the difference. Minute and a half.
1 minute and a half. We'll do a minute and a half. Got it. Minute and a half. So after a minute and a half, I'm covering the microphone. After a minute and a half, the last person that's talking when this goes off will be the expert of that topic, and we'll do maybe a couple of those and get.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple of those to figure out what's happening.
It's super easy. So as the game moves on, people will be interjecting more often, but we'll give the beginning will be give people time to talk, and I'll let whoever wants to start a topic start. Whoever chooses to. I like these topics already. Let's do it. Okay, so first topic is Canadian geese. Who would like to start with Canadian geese?
I can.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
Absolutely. All right.
Go
for it.
I am the expert on Canadian geese.
Absolutely.
Welcome to my expert session. The biggest thing that you need to know about Canadian geese is that they are the most stereotypical Canadians on the planet. They have donuts. They play hockey. They are nice. You cannot be rude to a Canadian geese.
Point of order!
Oh!
Yes, cucumber.
They are, in fact, the most passive-aggressive geese. They may be kind to your face,
true,
but the shit-talking going on in the back of their little geese brains is like walnuts in a tin can.
This is true.
They hate you directly and from above. They'll look down upon you at all times. That's how they learn to fly. Canadian geese are here only to shit on your
45
parade.
seconds.
That's it. Point of order.
Yes.
The thing about Canadian geese is that they are so polite that they don't shit. They never have it. Their bodies are incapable of doing that because they know that it smells. They know that it's rude to their family and friends.
30 seconds.
So what they do is it's sort of like a jiggle, a shaky jiggle time that happens. That whenever they do need to go to the bathroom, their bodies shake and jiggle.
Point of order.
Yes.
Actually, Canadian geese don't actually have any muscles in their cloacas, so they're just kind of like all the time. And it's just like an open faucet.
10 seconds.
Going all the time. And so therefore they just kind of go all the time and they're just all over the place and they love putting
Point of order!
Yes.
The loose cloaca is a form of propulsion for the Canadian geese. This is
time.
That was it.
Loose cloaca. Jesus.
Never thought we'd be getting a Canadian geese anatomy lesson.
That's true. That's true.
Also, DJX Hell's Bell, thank you for the sub.
Thank you.
Screaming.
I'm gonna up it to 145.
Also, I love Herdliner. Their
Herd
shit
Liner.
smells like maple syrup.
Syrup.
Very good.
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. 1 year. Thank you, buddy. Okay, where we go back here? Let's do cucumber, since you were the one that finished.
Oh boy.
You are the expert on how to domesticate a polar bear. I like that.
To domesticate a polar bear, one must first buy some maple syrup goose shit. Put it in a large barrel, ferment it for at least 3 months. Then you tap it until it's all foamy and delicious, and you bait the bear across the ice to you. Now, the trouble here is that there's very little ice left, so you have to build a bridge for the polar bear to cross. But the bear's very heavy, so you need to also make it out of something with great tensile strength and lots of, nuts and bolts. When the bear finally crosses over, you have to shove its face into into the mug until it guzzles down all of that fermented maple goose shit, and no one's stopping me, so I'm going to keep going.
It's too good.
So as they glug along the delicious maple syrup goose shit, they get a little drunk, and they're now open to influences from the outside. So you tell them to dance, and boy, do they jiggle. They love to hop and dance their little paws, they flappy flap, and then you can teach them to do your chores. They will take you out for dinner, and they will read you books at night time, especially the bedtime stories that Daddy never did for you. It's a great time, and they're very warm and snuggly to cuddle with. They're just the greatest. I love the polar bears. They're so delightful. And then when they sober up, you better run like a motherfucker, because they will try to eat you. And they will most likely succeed, because they are indeed polar bears. Now, polar bear is short for Polaris berus. And the Polaris berus is a mean Latin Arctic beast that is out here to kill your toddlers. Well, I don't know.
Well, that was... You were clearly the expert on domesticating polar bears, so...
This game's a lot better when I just watch him suffer.
Let's do one more topic.
Charlie and I just left them out to dry.
Yep. I love that both of you, without even communicating to each other, is like, we're just gonna let him take this. Let's see what's good. Where we got? Anything else? I mean, using. We are all experts on using actual magic in Magic the Gathering. Who wants to start? Chuck, how about you? You haven't done much.
Fuck. Give me the hard one.
Just start talking.
Well, you know what you do is we're using magic in Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
You want to take your cards and you want to shuffle them really well together. Sure. But you want to make sure that you put like one card on bottom that you memorize, and then you put it in the middle. So that when you ask the person to cut the deck, you know what card is on the middle, and that will be on top, so that you can find their card. You also use you can pull out a little wand, and you like shake it all about, but use it as misdirection. You see. Misdirection. You point at things so that people look somewhere else while you're shuffling cards or pulling out other things that aren't supposed to be on the table. That you see, that's how you do. And then you take a coin. You can also bring a coin, to do flips, but you actually do flip.
Point of order!
Yes, sir.
That coin contains a singular human soul.
It does.
When
Tell me about it.
properly uncharged, discharged is the term I meant, the soul comes out and imbues the deck of cards with dark sorcery. And it listens to your commands. Any card that you will float itself up to the top of the deck and bring itself into your hand, unbeknownst to your opponent. You can tap mana with your mind, earning the ability to play whatever cards you wish.
30 seconds.
Fuck! And you point of order.
So, I've never played this Magic game, but I would like to say that I am an expert in it, obviously. And along with that mind power, if you can go to a Thai massage parlor, you can have them bless your hands during the massage, so that when you are shuffling the deck, not only is your mind power working, but your magic hands. You have literal magic in your hands from the Thai massage.
That was good. I like how you clearly don't understand how magic works.
I know how magic works.
He said misdirection.
I like that we talked about real magic, but you went straight for tricks.
Your tricks.
That's real magic to me.
Barnaby says using actual magic in MTG was in fact banned in tournament play by the Sorcery versus Sorcery Imitation Act of 1997. Thank you, Barnaby. Appreciate it. Oh man. Well, I think that was a good round. We all have our own expertise, and I've learned a lot about geese.
And the properties of their feces.
But you know what? We're clearly fake experts, so let's bring out the actual expert of the night, Dr. Know-It-All.
We already played the thing for the games. Oh, do we have it? Oh,
Dr. Know-It-All, yeah, we have it. Yeah.
Never mind.
It was okay. It was just a little delayed. It's fine. Dr. Know-It-All is a resident expert of all things. Multi-headed. We have our moments. Dr. Know-It-All is a resident multi-headed expert of all things, and is here to answer your questions. Today, Dr. Know-It-All's heads look like Chunk, Alyssa, and Cucumber. And we'll be answering your questions one head at a time, one word at a time, in that order, until an answer has been given. Please include some of the question in your answer, Dr. Know-It-All, so we know what we're talking about, and then bow with all of your heads to let us know the answer has been given, because sometimes we are confused.
All right.
Bow, bow,
Bow.
bow, bow.
Bow.
But Dr. Know-It-All is here to answer all of your questions. So please, yes, as we have a couple already, throw out your questions into the chat, and we will answer as many as we can in the next 10 minutes or so. Okay. Dr. Know-It-All, Reed Cooper wants to know, why does it sound like there's a mouse scratching the wall in this background music?
In
The
Background.
of
our
Music.
currently
you
Are.
listening
to
A.
mouse
dancing
In.
large
tubes
Made.
of
butter
Lubricated.
by
chicken wire
And.
16
candles
After.
which
we
Shall.
kill.
you.
Okay.
Lubricated by chicken wire. That's interesting. I love it.
I needed something scratchy.
Something scratchy. I was going to say butter.
I said butter at first. That's not scratchy.
It's okay. It's scratchy enough, apparently. Dr. Know-It-All, Grandmother Gratch wants to know, what makes a great expert? You should know.
Philanthropist,
Is.
A
great.
Expert.
because
He
Has.
lots
of
Money.
and
power.
And.
ladies.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Terrible. Dang it, Dr. Know-It-All, you're awful. Extract wants to know, Dr. Know-It-All, which movie will win the Academy Award this weekend?
The
Movie
That.
will
win.
The.
Academy.
I was gonna help you. It's okay. Award.
Is.
The
Pillar.
Of.
maniacal
Doom.
Directed.
by
Kevin.
Clash.
of
The
Sesame.
fame.
Frame.
Fame.
Frame. Thank you. And
Scored.
By
Calliope.
Bungee.
cord.
Sorry, I wasn't bowing. I was hanging my head. Calliope bungee cord.
You know that famous film scorer.
You sound like somebody being questioned by the police and looking around for something to. What's your name? Calliope bungee cord.
Chair.
Butter chicken water.
Wooden chair. Video record.
Microphone coffee cup.
That's a person.
That's a person. I am an actual human being. God damn it. Dr. Know-It-All. Oh, we have a lot of things. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna try to get through all this quickly. Let's go. We're gonna end with MJson. Sorry, no. We're gonna end with John Breeze's question. That'll be the last question. Sweet. Got it. Dr. Know-It-All. Did Canadian geese wear toupees?
Toupees? Tuxes?
We're gonna say toupees. Canadian geese wear toupees.
Canadian
Geese.
Always.
where
Toupees.
During.
meeting
Presidents.
Cabinet.
battle.
We're really good at this game. This is normal.
President's battle.
Cabinets battle.
Cabinets battle meetings.
Because
When
They
speak
they
flap
their
big
heads.
Two Ks are ski caps.
that applies to.
that still works. That way.
Toques.
Yeah.
Toques. Tux.
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 I don't know.
Oh, it was still something
sorry,
on a
Reggie.
head. You agree with this?
Close enough, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
I kind of missed the forehead. What? I don't know. Is it my forehead? I have a big forehead.
Gotta get a laser sight.
Dr. The Barda Barney wants to know, how did the corkscrew penis / reverse corkscrew vagina and ducks phenomenon evolve through natural selection?
Oh, good.
Great.
The
Corkscrew.
Penis.
and
Corkscrew.
Vagine.
evolved
Through.
Years.
of
Focused.
Clockwise.
sexual
Gymnastics.
That's enough of that one. Focus clockwise. Sexual gymnastics. You too could have. With our program, 10 weeks. Dr. Know-It-All, John Breezy wants to know, this will be the last one. John Breezy wants to know, how can a Canadian goose tighten up a loose cloaca? There's a theme today.
I think so.
exercise
Can
Help.
with
a
Floppy.
cloaca.
if
You.
Try
your
Kegels.
with
breakfast
Every
morning
before
lunch.
and
dinner. Okay.
Great.
We did.
Thank you, Dr. Know-It-All, for all of your advice today.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
mildly helpful in certain situations. Ryan's forehead. Oh, you miss Ryan's. Ryan used to come up and just...
Nah.
No, he used to be like...
No, we already said nah.
No, he doesn't. He used to pop in the side.
Gotcha.
He only showed his forehead because he was often naked with nipple clamps. Yeah, it was a great time.
Great.
Don't mind me, I'm bored at work, Marta Blarney says.
Hey, us too.
Basically a skull club. Oh, great, yeah. I'm bored. Fuck.
Only this show.
Rude. Only the show. That sucks. But thank you, Dr. Know-It-All. And Alyssa, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us.
Of course.
I'm so happy you came down. I would love all of you to follow Inside the Tauntaun and Alyssa.
Yeah.
Where can they find you and the podcast?
Yeah, it's just at Inside the Tauntaun on all the stuff.
All the stuff.
All the stuff, and I'm at Alyssa M. Simmons.
Yes, I think Hardliner even put that in the chat at some point. So
wow,
great.
really?
But yeah, you can follow all those. Show love to the podcast because now we have 2 of 3 on the show.
Oh, yeah?
We're gonna have to have Dino on the show.
We gotta
'cause
get
gotta have
Dino,
2
too.
Dinos.
You should just have him host it and say nothing.
And see if they notice the
Or
difference.
just sit like slightly behind you as like a shadow the whole entire time.
Mimicking my movements.
Or just your arms. He'll play your arms.
We'll do the Spider-Man meme.
That's it.
Because he has a beard too, doesn't he?
He does usually. Yeah.
Exactly. Usually. Depends on the show. How all you Dinos look the same. I mean, he's Greek, I'm Sicilian. We're very close.
They're about the same height.
to the
They're
death.
about the same coloring.
It's exactly the same.
Only one.
There can only be one. We'll have a battle in the studio. It's gonna be great.
Ormsy Quatch Feeder. Thanks for the follow.
What a name.
Quatch Feeder.
Watch.
Ormsy
Watch
Quatchfetter.
fetter. That's good.
I don't know if that's an insult or that sounds like
How do you feed it?
How do you?
Quatch Feeder. I barely even know.
Well, you see, when you have a loose cloaca, you have. Anyways, they're all
Ormsy is
in one.
fine.
Ormsy is fine. Ormsy, hi Ormsy. Thanks for hanging
Thanks
out with
for
us.
politely shutting us up.
And if you want to see more of us, for those of you that are new, please follow us at. You can join our Discord at discord.rollforhotness.com. You can follow Perception Studio on Instagram and Twitter. It's Perception Studio on Instagram.
Yeah.
But join us, and if you think what you've seen is worth at least $1 a month, you can join our Patreon.
Oh boy!
Take it away, Cucumber.
Screen.
Oh boy, that's where you would be if you weren't here. Just to clarify what we're looking at here. Thank you for our Patreon producer,
Doctor.
M. Jason O'Dowd, as well as our associate producers, Andy Skeep, Jesse Gillespie, Liam Huddlemeyer, Logan Gilbert, Merck, and Michi909.
No signal.
But yeah, first, what? Oh, thank you. That's
Thank
very
you.
helpful. For as little as $1 a month, you can help support the studio and their various tier
Little as
rewards.
$1 a month.
I swear to God. There are many rewards that you can get throughout. Fuck it, just look at it. Patreon Perception Studio. See you later.
Thanks for coming.
Bye, everybody. See you later.
Bye.